They've been in the playoffs for 7 straight seasons, have advanced to the second round in 5 of the past 6, and along the way have claimed 2 Calder Cups in 2013 and again in 2017. Today, the Grand Rapids Griffins look to continue their remarkable postseason success in their 10th winner-take-all playoff game in franchise history. It's the decisive Game 5 this afternoon from Chicago's Allstate Arena between the Griffins and the Wolves. Hi, everybody. It's Game Day Preview brought to you by Michigan First Credit Union. I'm Bob Kaiser. Without further ado, let's hear from some of the players about this series and today's big game.
We wanted to end the series at home. Unfortunately, couldn't do the job, so we're looking forward to this Game 5, and we're going to do everything we can to come out on top.
These are the fun games. I'm sure everybody's talking about it. The best part is you win, you move on. So we're all excited. Obviously, for me, it's my old team, so I'd love to get a good win against them, especially in their barn, so it should be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Well, for the players, once they get going, yes, fun. For the rest of us, it is going to be a nerve-wracking afternoon. As far as the team is concerned, though, even with a bunch of veterans, among them Megan and Chelios, you're always looking for some kind of an edge, maybe some sage advice, if you will. Well, look no further than coaches Ben Simon and Brad Tapper. They were teammates on back-to-back championship teams in Orlando and Chicago back in 2001 and in 2002, so they know what it takes.
Oh, it's just the little things. And I think all the little things add up to big things. We have to make sure that we're focused on those little things because they add up quick, and not to get too caught up with the highs and the lows, and just make sure you're living in the moment.
Yeah, I think experience helps, and we have a few guys in our team who have gone some ways in the playoffs, but it takes every guy in that locker room to believe the entire game, whether the opposition scores first or we score first. You have to stay the course, and it has to be a huge effort, everybody believing and everybody working hard, and just doing the little things inside the game that count, finishing your checks, getting pucks deep, landing at their net, making sure that we're being good in front of their net and trying to get any pucks in the dirty areas that we can, but it's effort. When it comes down to it, it's a lot of effort.
So the Griffins are 4-5 in winner-take-all playoff games. This will be the second time Grand Rapids and Chicago will meet under these circumstances. Roll back the calendar to April 21st of 2002. Grand Rapids hosting Chicago in the 5th and decisive game at Van Andel Arena. It's a 2-2 tie until, with 6 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in regulation time, the Wolves break that tie, and the game winner goes to guess who?
Stranger things have happened. So, that's a key thing for role players to step up, to get some guys that you don't expect offense from to contribute. So if we can get that tomorrow, obviously that's a bonus. But our best players have to be our best players tomorrow, and everyone's got to be pulling the rope, and everyone's got to be contributing in some way.
Well, tomorrow, of course, is now today, but there is no tomorrow for the team that does not win today. Both teams, of course, will be leaning on their best players, some of whom are trying to regain their scoring touch and can make a huge difference if, in fact, they do. As for the Griffins, well, they want to rebound on special teams play. They were real good in the first 3 games, not so much in Game 4, and the end result was a 5-2 Chicago win, setting the stage for this 5th and decisive game here this afternoon. Lots of decisions to be made as far as the lineups for both clubs, both plagued with injuries. We can tell you one thing's for certain. Dominic Turgeon will serve the second game of a 2-game suspension, and the captain, Matt Ford, will be sidelined again with a lower body injury, and he'll join me on our ESPN radio broadcast, which will start at 3:35 for pregame coverage in advance of the 4:10 face-off, and we'll bring you up to speed on everything you need to know before this big game here today. I'm going to close this one out with one of my favorite lines in one of my favorite movies, Cinderella Man, where the announcer said, "The table's been set, let's get to the main course." Calder Cup playoff hockey this afternoon, decisive Game 5, Griffins and Chicago Wolves.